All right. Bulls and Pistons, big game coming up, and we're diving deep to get you ready.
Yeah, got some interesting stuff from a recent match preview. I think we're going to uncover some surprises.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, at first glance, this matchup might seem pretty straightforward, but
But when you look closer, you see some really interesting storylines.
100%. And the thing that immediately jumped out at me was the Bulls' defense, or, well, the lack of it.
Yeah, I saw that number 2, giving up 123.7 points a game. That's not good.
It's really not good. I
Well-
mean, for anyone following the NBA closely, that's got to be a huge red flag.
It's a big red flag for sure. You know, you have to go back a long way to find a team consistently letting in that many points.
Right. So thinking about the matchup against the Pistons specifically, what makes this such a big problem?
Well, the Pistons have been putting together a really well-balanced attack on offense. And
Balanced attack, what does that actually mean for the Bulls? Break it down for me.
so it basically means the Pistons aren't relying on just one or two superstars to score all the points.
Okay, so they're not a one-man show.
Exactly. They've got a bunch of guys who can have a big night offensively. Makes them really hard to predict.
I see. So, like, shutting down one guy doesn't really solve the problem.
Right. You shut down one guy, another one steps up. And for a defense like the Bulls that's struggling already, that's a nightmare scenario.
Yeah, you're trying to plug holes everywhere.
Exactly. Plus, when you're constantly reacting to different threats, it takes a lot of energy.
Makes sense. So all that being said, the Bulls still have Levine. He's still putting up over 21 points a game.
Oh, yeah, he's definitely a force. And Vucevic is a monster on the boards.
So there's still some firepower there.
Oh, for sure.
Ah.
But Levine's efficiency has been a bit inconsistent. And,
Meaning he's not always making those shots.
right, sometimes he has to take a lot of shots to get those points. And the preview I saw suggested the Pistons might try to exploit that, force him into tough shots, make him work really hard for everything.
Interesting. So make him use out all his energy just getting open.
Exactly. Wear him down. Okay, so let's flip over to the Pistons for a second. They've been hot. Wins against the Wizards and the Raptors.
Yeah, they've got some momentum going. What's clicking for them? What did the preview say?
I think you hit it earlier when you said energy. This team is playing with a hunger that's just contagious.
I can see that. I mean, you watch them play, and they just seem to be everywhere on the court.
Totally. They're diving for loose balls, fighting for rebounds, playing really tough defense.
So do you think that kind of hustle can really throw the Bulls off their game?
Oh, I absolutely think so. That energy can be really disruptive, especially for a team that maybe isn't playing with the same intensity.
Right, especially a team that might be a little older, a little slower.
Yeah, for sure. And then you've got Cade Cunningham. He's really stepping into that leadership role.
Yeah, he's having a phenomenal season.
It's amazing, isn't it? Like, he's putting up huge numbers, 23 points, 8 assists, 7 rebounds a game, but...
But there's something more than just the numbers.
Right, it's the intangibles, the way he controls the pace of the game, his decision-making, how he elevates his teammates. It's really impressive.
Makes you wonder what his ceiling is, right?
Absolutely. He's got the potential to be a real superstar in this league.
Okay, so let's get to the prediction. The preview has the Pistons winning 115-109. What should our listeners be paying attention to really understand that prediction?
I think it all comes back to those things we already talked about. If the Pistons can keep Levine under control, if they can take advantage of those defensive weaknesses, if they can bring that energy, I think they've got a real shot at winning this one.
Okay, so for our listeners out there, if you want to sound like a real expert, what are the things to watch for?
I think a key thing is to watch how the Bulls try to defend Cade Cunningham. Do they put their best defender on him and risk leaving other guys open? Or do they try to defend him with help, which might open up other opportunities for the Pistons?
Yeah, it's a pick your poison kind of situation.
Exactly. Also, watch the Bulls' energy level. Can they match the intensity the Pistons are going to bring?
Yeah, I think that's going to be a huge factor. If the Bulls come out flat, it could be a long night for them.
Absolutely. Those are the little things that can tell the whole story of the game.
All right. Amazing insight as always. You've given our listeners a lot to think about as they watch this matchup.
Hope everyone enjoys the game. It should be a good one.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And remember, even if your team doesn't come out on top, there's so much to appreciate about a well-played game. The strategy, the individual performances, it's all part of what makes basketball so exciting.
Couldn't agree more. It's about appreciating the game, the competition, the skill.
Exactly. All right, that's it for our deep dive today. Thanks for joining us.
Until next time, enjoy the game.